Welcome back folks, my name is LastKnownMeal and today we're going to talk about Cyberpunk upcoming multiplayer because they just hired a creative director for the project, so let's talk about it. Now yesterday we had Night City Life, a German cyberpunk fan site, report that Gabe Amantangelo is the new creative director working in CDPR since the beginning of the year for the upcoming Cyberpunk multiplayer. These are of course great news for the project itself, and before we talk more about Gabe Amantangelo, I just want to clarify that even though the game is delayed, it's not because of this. I already saw some comments implying that he is not taking devs from 2077. At least not until the main game is done and then the team gets to work. So no worries about the single player itself, it's not affected in any way. They actually had to do the hiring like before, so actually he can get accustomed to the company itself, so he can have his ideas, he can be briefed on everything. So yeah, these things, usually take time, so that's why we're getting these news now. So according to Night City Life and what I later confirmed on his LinkedIn, he started out in the film industry with his company making contributions to MTV, VH1 and G4. He later switched to the video game industry after one of his works was shown on E3. He then started working in Mythic Entertainment itself, and his team worked on Dark Age of Camelot and Warhammer Online Age of Reckoning. Later in 2012 he joined BioWare, where he was responsible for Star Wars The Old Republic MMO as a lead for dungeons and PvP. Later in 2015 he left BioWare and made QC Games, and as a creative and game director made Breach, and if I remember correctly that game was a 4v1 title which was then cancelled after it received mixed reviews. I believe you were controlling one of the 4 people, like with 4 people co-op, and then the other person was actually controlling like the person who is stopping you from reaching the end, so it's like a PvE/PvP title. Now again, the title was actually cancelled because it received mixed reviews. But now of course he is working with CDPR, and under right company maybe he can create something fun, engaging and ultimately popular, but we shall see. Now even though multiplayer is planned for 2022, with all the delays and everything, I would say this is still far away from seeing the light of day. And look, he is in the company since the beginning of the year. Obviously they worked some ideas out, but of course it's way too early to report on that, and any speculation right now is just that, speculation. All of the news regarding like how the multiplayer is going to look like. Again, we don't know if this game will use similar 4v1 model, but that's just the game he was working on. But still, whatever Cyberpunk Online is, it needs to have some sort of an interesting progression system to make people come back, or, well, give them incentive to play it for a longer period. If this was just a simple game mode, they would just include it in the base game, but this tells me that at least this will be something much bigger than we actually expected. In the other news, we had CD Projekt stock actually getting lower by 25% since all of these delayed news actually started coming out, but again, this is a normal reaction from the investors regarding the delays. Some just don't want to stay until the end, maybe they don't believe in the game, they don't know what is going on, but whatever, this is basically something normal. It happens in every company, but if the game turns out to be great, in the end these stocks will rebound easily. Right now it's just a waiting game until the actual title comes out. But yeah, this is everything for today regarding the most recent Cyberpunk news. Of course, tell me down below what do you think about it, and click that like and subscribe button to be up to date with all the latest news, lore and discussion videos. Join our growing community on Twitter and Discord, and I do have a Patreon page. If you are looking for an extra way to support the channel, you can do it through the link below. Thank you for watching, and this is LKM signing out, and stay classy everyone. Bye bye.